Oh! How did you do that?
Is this being recorded?
Woo, 13 years ago, that was a long time. But I remember, it may not be my first memory, but it's quite an indelible one. I think at our Christmas party, the first year we had our staff Christmas party, I organized a little taco fest, and there was a party in our staff lounge. And at the end of that, there was a video that we played, which was maybe not for all audiences, but it was something that was a lot of fun for the teachers, and I thought it was a good spirit booster. But I didn't know how well it would be received because I was in my first year. I was still nervous. The head of school happened to walk in at that exact time. And then it was you, Sharon. You stood up and you said on behalf of the staff and the school how grateful or how happy you all were that both, well, you spoke about Catherine, the assistant principal at the time, and myself, and how much joy you brought to, we brought to the school. So yeah, I think that was my first big indelible memory of you.
I remember that too, because to be absolutely honest, I was hoping for a different principal of the junior school.
Now the truth comes out.
And we ended up with David, and I was just a little bit worried, but it did turn out that by Christmas time, he managed to prove himself as an exceptional man with a sense of fun. So it was all okay then.
Very good.
Which is probably why you got a good warm feeling by Christmas time.
We did.
Yeah.
Warm and fuzzy for sure. That was a lot of fun.
So I do remember the first time I ever saw him, because it was at the beginning, just after the summer holidays, and I was very skeptical about it all, but didn't last long.
Yeah. Good. I have to say, one of my goals of coming in as principal was to make the junior school a fun place, right? For the kids, but also very importantly for the teachers and the staff. I felt like I could tell when I came in, it needed a little boost in its spirit, right? And some connectivity and some positivity. And that was something that I've believed in as a teacher and a principal in other schools. So I think over time, Sharon, I saw you as a partner in crime, we'll call it, and that I could always count on you to do something wacky or, to dress up or to support spirit days, or whether it was staff socials or student assemblies. I felt like you got the idea that we wanted to make the school a fun place to be. So
and it is a fun place, and I think you really did have the kids at heart, and I think you wanted to make the kids laugh, and I think when it comes to making the kids happy and making them laugh, you have no borders.
Oh yeah.
And I do remember that anytime we asked you to dress up, you never said no, because it brought a smile to the kids' faces. And literally, it didn't matter what it was, whether it was an astronaut, whether it was a pirate, whether it was a chicken, whether it was Father Christmas or a snowman.
Yeah.
Whenever I said, David, will you dress up?
I don't think I had a choice. It was always a yes.
I've actually got something. Would you mind putting that on your head?
Oh.
See, he won't say no. Ta-da! He's probably had that on his head at some point. But actually, my favourite thing was when you were the clown. Look, I've got that too.
Oh yeah.
Put that on. You see, he'll never say no.
I was never a big fan of wigs, but I definitely had to adjust coming here. Yep,
oh,
exactly.
That made the kids laugh the most. Yeah, that's really complimented the way that you looked.
It brings out the color in my skin, right?
Exactly. Does. But I think you had a clown outfit on to match. It doesn't quite
Not only
go.
were the students laughing, but I think a lot of the teachers were too, but perhaps for different reasons.
And of course we had our Star Wars phase, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
See, he never says no.
The Force will be with you and all of that. Yep. Sharon, you've held on to this. You must have like some museum
but the prettiest.
pieces.
This is the one that suited you the most.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, this has had multiple uses, as I recall. Yep, a little on the small side, but it's perfect.
I think you may have even been a fairy once, but I don't have that costume with me, unfortunately.
I remember the magic wand I carried around. Yep. Oh.
But every single thing, even what does the fox say? I think you dressed up for that too.
I'll just do this.
Yeah.
Wasn't so sure about the lyrics, but then I think that was a Eurovision song or some
I think it was.
top tip. So that was a lot of fun.
But
Yep.
nothing. David would stop at nothing to make the kids smile. And I have to say, one funny memory was when I couldn't be there for the Christmas party for our junior school event or the Christmas assembly. Because I was actually in hospital, but I gave you an astronaut costume just before I left, and somebody sent me a picture of you with a very tight astronaut costume on when I was in hospital, and it led to my quick recovery.
There you go. You're like, I better get back to school and help this poor guy out. Yeah, exactly. I do remember that. Quite
fun
tight,
memories.
astronaut suit. Yeah,
Really
that was
fun memories.
No,
Good partners in crime, right?
Indeed, Sharon. No, I think between the costumes, the assemblies, the gatherings, the staff parties, the student assemblies, we've definitely created some laughs in the school.
Yeah, we have.
For sure.
Yeah.
I have to say, too, not only have I been principal for the last 13 years, but I've also been lucky to be a parent at the school. And one of my absolute memories, and I think I know my wife would say the same thing, but we were very fortunate to have Sharon as our youngest daughter's teacher. So Julia was in Sharon's 3rd grade class, 3A at the time. And as we've been forever grateful for the spirit that Sharon brought to the class and the warmth that she showed Julia and the care she's provided ever since. So I think that's also very much a highlight of my life here at MIS too.
I mean, I think that was really special because that's a memory that sits very, very, very close to the front of my mind. If I can mention it, David, on the first day of 3rd grade when I had David's daughter Julia, she came down the corridor. She was really nervous about being in 3rd grade.
Probably some tears there, yes.
And she walked down the corridor. Do you remember? And she was very close to the wall and she had tears in her eyes. And I looked to you to ask if she was all right. And there were tears in your eyes as well. And it makes me cry just...
Yeah.
It still makes me cry now.
Indeed.
Oh dear. Yeah, that was beautiful.
But from that day on, you
she smiled
supported
after
her.
that.
Yep.
And
ever
it was
since.
and
That's
it
right.
was lovely to attend her graduation recently. That was cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd say another memory that is quite timely for today. Sharon, do you know on the calendar, the junior school calendar, what's an important part of today's calendar and deadline?
Oh. It's the report card deadline.
And did you need an extension on the report card deadline this year, Sharon?
Actually, I didn't, did I?
No, you didn't.
I didn't. In fact, I did this for your retirement gift.
Yes, exactly.
It's the first time I haven't asked for a deadline ever.
An
For an extension
And
to the
that's worth
deadline.
cheering about. Yay!
Oh yeah! Woohoo! I made it. It's the
Great.
end of MIS as we know it. Oh yeah.
I want to hear it.
It was hilarious and it was all connected to dressing up. That year, the year that I had Julia, we did a Christmas event for the party called Tight Pants. Tight pants.
Oh, I think there was the word white in there as well. Yeah, tight white pants. Yes.
And I got a lot of the men at school together and said, would you be prepared to walk in to the Christmas party when the whole school are having dinner in tight pants and strut around singing a song called I Got My Tight Pants On.
Yeah.
And every man wanted to do it. Every man came to my classroom to grab the tightest pants. And there was a pair of white frilly tight pants. And honestly, Mr. Chris Floor and
Mr.
John
Hoff.
Griffer and Mr. Hoff and David, they all wanted these tight frilly white pants. And David got them. And
I didn't pull rank. I just got lucky.
he did. He went home with them. And I said to Julia the next day, Julia, did your dad try on those? She was only 8. I said, Julia, did your dad try on those pants last night? And she said, yeah. And I don't know what it was, but they didn't quite look right, but I'm not sure why.
She'd have a different answer now that she's 19. Yeah.
And that made me laugh so
Yeah,
much.
that was a
Made me
good
laugh
memory.
so much. Yeah.
Well, that was also a whole entire MIS staff party, right? With the middle and
was.
senior school too. So
It was.
thanks to your idea and suggestion, you brought a lot of laughter to the whole group.
Well, it
Yeah.
was as it always is. It
Yeah.
wasn't just me on my own. In fact, I can't remember
Yeah.
whose idea it was, but it was a funny one.
I don't think
Yeah.
you were able to get Mr. Thomas into the white pants, though.
He was watching it.
Yes,
And
exactly.
something's telling me that it was his first Christmas party. And I remember him sitting there going, what is that noise?
Yeah. What was to expect ahead of him? Yes, but that was a great memory.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I'm thinking about it now because I was on supervision or yard duty before school, and one of my favorite things about MIS, whether I'm at the car park, bus duty, or on playground duty, or just standing outside, is watching the students and the parents come into the school. They're happy. Oftentimes they run up, they see a friend they know, they see a teacher they know, they give them a hug, they smile, they laugh, they just can't, you get that sense like they can't wait to get to school and to be there again. Mm-hmm. And I think, that is so important for kids to want to come to school, right? To be here, to see their friends, to see their teachers, and to go into the classes. So I think for me, that's something I won't ever forget.
Yeah. I think he should stay the same because he has I'll say this to you now. You have the perfect mixture because you go along with the fun, and yet when there's something that is the best thing for the kids, you don't let go of it. And you are a tower of strength, and nobody can persuade you otherwise if you are sure that it's the right thing for the kids. And I know there's been several things since you've been with us. You've changed on the reading front. You've changed our approach, and I think.
Don't forget outdoor recesses.
And then there's outdoor recesses, and I think there's a lot of things that you have felt really strongly about, and you've stuck to them, which has changed many of the things we do for the good, and you really do stick by it, regardless of even if it's that we're not allowed to bring in homemade goods from home, things like that. But mostly the way we approach teaching, and I think you are a lot of fun, and you do go along with the flow, and you're very accepting if we trip up along the way, or if we're having difficulties in our own personal lives as well. But there are things that you will never back down on, and it's because you're completely child-centered. And I just think that's the way. It's just a perfect mixture, and I don't think you should change. Yeah.
Thanks, Sharon. I will take that nugget of advice and carry it with me to my
Okay.
next school. Thank you.
You can go to your new school, walk in the door,
Yeah,
going,
exactly.
I got my tap pants. I got my tap pants on.
I might wait a year or two on that. Yeah, exactly.
We might get you back if you do that.
Exactly. I won't make it 6 months. So,
Yeah,
but Sharon, thank you.
that's okay. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Right, ready? I'm forever blowing bubbles.
Tiny bubbles. Yeah.
Pretty bubbles in your hair. I'm forever blowing
Fun.
bubbles. And actually, it would be quite kind of funny to make you wet. Oh, no, actually, I'm not going to shake those.
No, you're not going to do that.